It is my first time, so please be gentle. So I do a lot of college lecturing, and I have a policy that I adhere to, which is I don't fuck students. I just feel like it's a line I don't want to cross, and it's like a professional thing, and it probably isn't a good idea. There's a power dynamic there. I don't do it. I made this one exception. Okay. So I was booked to speak on the opening plenary of this GLBT conference that was statewide for UC schools. It was at UC Santa Barbara. And I got picked up at the airport by my student handler, whose name was Eve. And, you know, Eve was going to show me around campus and blah, blah, and check me into my hotel. And so then Eve's like, well, let's go by the Multicultural Center so you can see everyone who's, like, checking in and all that stuff. And I was like, great. And I had just, you know, got off a plane all the way from the East Coast. I'm kind of tired. I'm not really paying attention. I get to the Multicultural Center. People are, like, milling around and doing shit and registering. And then all of a sudden, this person walks in. I don't know yet what their identity is, but it feels masculine of center. Could be a trans person, could be genderqueer, could even be butch, I don't know. But they're holding, well, let's just say he, because I know it's a he. He's holding a hammer in each hand. And I am immediately intrigued. So I say to Eve, I turn to Eve and say, who's that? And she, even being like in her 20s or whatever, she turns to me, she sort of rolls her eyes, and she was like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. Let's call him Bob. Oh yeah, that's Bob. And I was like, so, what's Bob's deal? You know, what are the sexual, you know, culture on this campus? And let's take Bob as an example. And she, like, totally nails me and knows what I'm going after. And she was like, okay, so Bob has a girlfriend, she's at the conference, but they have an open relationship, and I'm pretty sure they're, like, doing their own thing this weekend. And I was like, noted. But here's the thing. My first opportunity to flirt with Bob is when I'm on the opening plenary keynote. So I'm actually on stage and Bob's in the audience. And I don't think Bob knows that I want to, like, get with Bob, maybe. And so it's just like, why is this lady staring at me? But I'm, like, making eyes at Bob, thinking, like, is that the girlfriend sitting next to Bob? What's going on with Bob? So then we're all supposed to go out to this dinner afterwards, and I sort of just, you know, sidle up to Bob, and I'm like, hey, are you coming to dinner with all the, you know, students? And he's like, yeah, It's like, okay. So we go to dinner, and, you know, we get our food, and we're about to eat, and then the student announces, oh wait, we have to leave. Oh, okay, well, we just ordered our food, we just got it, what's going on? She's like, oh no, we have to get back on campus, and we have to see this, like, performance by the so-and-so, it's by the conference, we have to be there. I was like, okay, so now what do we do? And Bob takes the initiative, and just sort of, like, swoops up all of my items, goes, gets them put into containers, and, like, comes back and, like, presents them in front of me. And I'm like, really? Someone has trained this boy. My interest is further piqued. So, then we go to the performance artist, then we have to go to a drag king show. I think it's midnight now, and I'm like, Bob, where the fuck are you? Like, I've had some time to talk to you, but you're with all your little friends, and I am not getting a vibe one way or another, except for the, like, nice service that you provided me, and maybe that was like a little hint, and what's going on? And so, finally, there's talk of the student BDSM mixer. Really? There's a student BDSM mixer? And I'm invited, and I should make an appearance because I'm here, but it's 12:15 now. Which is 3:15 my time, but I'm not keeping track. And so I say, okay, maybe I'm going to this BDSM mixer. How am I going to get there? And someone says, Bob. hotel, and I'm, again, attempting to flirt with Bob, and I'm getting some mixed, at best, signals. I don't know where Bob is, but I would like to know where Bob is. And then I'm in my room, and I'm changing, and we're talking, and still, no signals. So finally, this is what I do. I'm in my bathroom in my hotel room. I come out, and I say, listen. The only reason that I would go to this student BDSM mixer is to further get my hooks into you. If that's not going to happen, just let me know. I'll go to sleep. And he says, go to the mixer? So we go to the mixer, and then it's more delayed gratification, because now I've got to fucking mix. We come back to the hotel room, and I'm like, okay, now it's like 3 in the morning or 6 in the morning, and here's the thing. Not only do I not fuck students, I'm not really like on the prowl. I'm not looking for casual sex, medium sex, love, lust, anything. Like, it was just Valentine's Day. I celebrated with my partner, who I've been together, we own a house together, we have an open relationship, but it's like, I'm not on the move at all. And I realize, I'm reminded that I'm not on the move because I have not shaved my pussy. And like, back in my 20s, I'm just gonna tell you, I was a little bit obsessed. Like, no one could see me naked without my pussy shaved. It was just where I was. And so then I was like, fuck, I might be getting naked and I haven't shaved my pussy. Okay, let's think quickly. Yes, it's part of the scene. So the thing I do is I go and get my razor and I like lay a towel on the bed and I say, boy, shave my pussy. And he complies. And he is gentle and detail-oriented and even skilled at this. The sex is phenomenal. I am not going to lie. Everything that I sort of saw with the hammers and the whole look, it delivers and more. So now it's 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. Are you keeping track of my time zone? And it's 6 a.m. and he has to be back on campus at 7 a.m. and I say, okay, you can go. And he's like disheveled and sort of like, I just fucked the shit out of you, lady. What are you talking about? You're kicking. It's 6 in the morning. Like, I can't just lay on your floor for an hour. Like, I have to be back on campus in an hour. And I was like, yeah, I don't do sleepovers. Bye. And I go to the conference the next day, and I'm like, okay, so listen, I just want to be fucking this boy, like, basically all fucking weekend. And so I go to the conference, and I kind of, like, you know, look for him, and finally I see him, and this is him. Wait, what now? Are you being, like, cool and aloof? 22-year-old boy? Really? So I marched right up to him and I was like, excuse me, are you ignoring me after fucking the living daylights out of me all night? Again, the response is, no, I just thought, I don't know, you like Taormino, I was just like giving you space, Okay. So we fuck all weekend. It is like crazy fucking. And I still can't get fucked enough. Like, I am supposed to be on my way to the airport, and I'm like, let's just fuck one more time. Right? One more time. And he's like, okay, I know a place. I was like, okay, great. And he takes me to this weird, like, parking structure, but it's brand new. It's not open yet. So it's like just under construction, and we drive all the way to the top of the parking structure, and I'm like, okay, boy, special treat for being such a good fucking boy. You get to pick whatever dick you want and fuck me wherever you want with that dick. What does he do? He picks the biggest motherfucking dick. Like, I haven't even seen this dick this weekend. It's like he was hiding it in the glove compartment. Where did that fucking dick come from, and why is it, oh, in my ass? So we parted ways. I had to go to the airport and get a flight and do all of that. And I had ambivalence about it at first. Oh my God, I fucked a student, and it's like breaking the rules, but it was so much fun, and maybe I even want a little bit more. And so, do you believe in love at first sight? No. I actually do. I took him home with me. And it's more than 12 years later.